Hey guys, Drew here, back with another video, and this is going to be the first Growlers loss of the 2023-24 season. They lose 6-2 to the South Carolina Stingrays. For the first time to play Stingrays, wasn't the greatest start for the Growlers. Now that being said, it was a Thursday night and the crowd wasn't the greatest, so I can't blame the Growlers much, but we still got 2 goals, and we almost came in close, it was 3-0 at one point for South Carolina, and the Growlers scored 2 quick goals. I mean, they were both between 2 intermissions, but they were pretty close goals in the time length. So I'll mention the goals for the Growlers, and I'll do a little deep dive of the game, talk about that Garrett Hunt hit, because it's pretty rough. But so the first goal of the game goes to Tate Singleton. He gets his first pro ECHL goal. Big congrats to Tate. I found it funny how a couple seconds before he scored, the broadcasters were saying on how he's going to get his first quick, and seconds later or minutes later, he gets his first as a Growler. And I'm sure that's not Tate Singleton's last goal. He looked like he can be the biggest X factor for the Growlers this year, looking like so far at least. And then the second goal goes to Grant Cruikshank. He gets his third of the season. Very nice goal, down right in front of the crease, and Cruikshank is able to pot it in behind the goaltender Bjorklund. Garen Bjorklund was in net for the South Carolina Stingrays. You guys may recognize that name a little bit. It's because he played for the Medicine Hat Tigers of the WHL. He actually faced a couple times against Connor Bedard and the Regina Pats. He seems to play pretty well. He only played one game last season for South Carolina. I'm not too sure. He seemed to be like the third goalie for South Carolina, and it seems like they didn't get much goalies that were injured at least. But Yorkland seemed to play pretty well against the Growlers, only letting in 2 goals. But one player that's really good on South Carolina that I found was Jaron or something like that. Jared Lukasevicus. I call him Jared because I called the first guy Garen. But Jared Lukasevicus, kind of a tongue twister there. But he's a pretty good player. Like his first goal, I believe, was just an absolute snipe. The second goal was a bit rough. There was one play where it went off a skate. The goaltender Pexa for the Growlers couldn't do much about that. And you're wondering, 6 goals on Pexa? Sounds a bit confusing. But yeah, most of the goals weren't Pexa's fault. You gotta admit that. But McKay probably goes between the pipes Saturday night. Growls don't play tonight. Usually last year it would be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Now it's gonna be like Thursday and then like maybe Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Sunday. So it seems like most weekends, Sunday games will be happening most weekends at least. But pretty rough start to this series. The Growls are no longer 3-0, no longer undefeated. So I'm not sure. They're still tied with Trois Rivières basically for that first spot in the North. But it looks like Trois Rivières, if they win their next game, they will be ahead of the Growlers in the standings, as they respectfully have played pretty well to the start of the season. Honestly, the Growlers, the way they played last night was the way I think they would have. I was expecting them to play opening night or the whole weekend at least. But there were a lot of Growlers that made their actually debuts. Nolan Dillingham made his debut with the squad. It seemed like he had the flu for the first weekend, so he wasn't able to play, but he was able to play last night. DJ Jerome also made his debut. I tell you, he looks like a player that could stick around for a little bit, for a while at least. He kind of reminds me of like a Chad Pietranero. Like, he's small, but he can rack up points. And maybe drop the gloves here and there. We'll see. And then Lincoln Ernie made his debut. I almost dropped the gloves at some point, but it didn't look like he won the fight with one South Carolina Stingrays players. And now we got to talk about that Garrett Hunt hit. First of all, Garrett Hunt, bit of a goon. I'm not sure why he's the captain. He doesn't seem to show much leadership. But he just had a dirty hit on Josh Victor. I wasn't able to see the play, but I saw Victor down, and once I saw him down, I knew it was bad. But the worst part of it is that he got a 5-minute penalty. The Growls had a power play, didn't score 1 goal on the power play, not one. It was 4-2 at that point, and you're going on the broadcast, and you're like, the Growlers need to score at least 1 goal on this power play. Nope, didn't score 1 goal. Power play doesn't mean much. It seems like for the first start for the Growls, their power play has seemed to struggle the past few years. But hopefully it gets better as the year goes on. They stick around a little more. But that's only the first game against this Stingrays team. I was pretty interested in in their alternate jerseys. I think they're alternates. But it says CHS on the logo. Apparently, it's like their airport like code or something like that. I believe Norfolk has the same thing with their 757 on their alternates. But it's an okay jersey. It kind of reminds me of the Washington Capitals jerseys alternates. I believe I'm not sure if they wear them this year, but there was like that blue one with the W and then the stars on top of the W. That jersey was pretty solid. But it seems like they might have a battle with the Stingray squad. Garrett Hunt had that 5-minute penalty. Will he get suspended? We'll probably find out soon. But now it's time to announce the big announcement. The Growls have re-signed Captain James Melindy. This news, I was thinking of making a single video about it yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'll just say it in the video today. But James Melindy is back in action. My opinion on it, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not sure if he's gonna play much, but in the times he needs to play, he probably will. I was expecting him to maybe play in like senior league this year, but Lindy, he was captain. Most people are fired up because he's the hometown guy. He is the captain, but I'm okay with it. He caused a lot of penalties last year, and hopefully that doesn't happen again this year if he plays at all. But I'm not sure if he's going to be playing any of the away games either because he'll probably be working for the fire department for most of the year. But he seems like he'll play maybe like a dozen games this year for the Growlers. So yeah, a pretty solid signing. But I'm not too big on it to be honest. But yeah, so Growlers lose 6-2 to the South Carolina Stingrays. The next recap will be Sunday. The Growls take on the Stingrays for the second time in this weekend battle. That's it for the guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, like the video, you can subscribe if you really liked it. We'll be keep staying tuned because GFR is getting better as the years go by, and hopefully we can hit 200 subscribers by the end of 2023. We'll see what that happens if that happens. But that's gonna be for the guys, and I'll talk to you all again on Sunday as the Growls take on South Carolina once again.